Trans hate crime rises 11% in past year in England and Wales. That's a joke. I'm kidding on. Recorded hate crimes against transgender people in England and Wales rose 11% to 4,732 offences in the last year, according to Home Office figures. Now, a lot of people have been, this has been going on for a while. Why are trans hate crimes rising? Well, it's because more things are considered trans hate crimes. That's why legislation's passed all the time. I mean, even the online harms bill covers that as well. We've just had the Scottish hate crime bill and everything come in, although Scotland isn't included in the statistics. New legislation has came in. Basically, when more things become crimes, crime increases because you've invented some new things that are now crimes, and those are going to be reported, and those are going to drive up crime statistics. Other things drive up crime statistics, but we'll talk about that another time. But overall, the total number of hate crimes fell 5% to 145. Wow. God damn, that's a lot. In the 12 months to March 2023. The Home Office says increased discussion of transgender issues may have led to offences rising. I would say it's maybe possibly the conduct of a certain group of people that is causing it, because basically, about 15 years ago, no one really cared. No one was really that bothered. Maybe a funny look in the street, maybe called a weirdo by some school kids. That was as far as it went. But ever since it got to, can I get changed in front of your 5-year-old? People might have a word or two to say about that, and those one or two words might be very, very unsavoury. Unfortunately, those one or two words are now classed as hate crimes, which can now be reported, which is probably increasing the numbers a little bit. I'm just spitballing, of course. I'm no legal expert. Religiously motivated hate crimes also went up 9% to 9,387 offences over the same period. Let's not bother looking at Scotland's. Let's not look at Scotland's. I love how like over here, Jews and Muslims are like generally fine, like in Scotland, because any times like that, so you're Catholic or a Protestant, I'm Jewish. All right, that's fine. Because they don't know how to respond to that. And they're living, all right, whatever, that's fine then. But Catholics and Protestants, ooh, Lord, oh my God. I mean, even after all those years, it's still fucking here, man. It's not as bad as what it once was. It's still fucking here, but it's not as bad as what it once was. Separately, the BBC has learned the Home Office will not renew its hate crime action plan, initially introduced to encourage more reporting of hate crimes and to improve police responses. Because another thing as well is, see when more things become crimes, and that which means a lot more crimes are getting reported, and you don't increase your police force numbers alongside that. That's why you get police officers are going, there's a nice easy one. Some guy posted a tweet, some guy dead named on Twitter. We could go out and try and investigate this criminal gang that have been trafficking children to some islands somewhere. I mean, we could do that, or we could just go and arrest this little shit poster for posting a tweet. And, easy day. I didn't get much sleep last night. Let's not solve actual crimes. Let's just go for the easy stuff, pal. Let's paperwork, mate. This is going to be golden. We've got a whole skit drawn up. It's going to be an episode of Cops. Scottish Cops. It's going to be great. It's when I'm with my family that it gets to me the most. Shea Coffey, a transgender woman from Kent, who says that she has experienced countless incidents while taking her children to school and believes things are getting worse. You were around school children, yeah, okay. She said, I've lost count of the times we've been abused on the school run. People slow down just to shout abuse from their window. Sometimes it's even as you're arriving home, and you can't help but worry they know where you live. I can just about cope with the abuse aimed at me, but it's when I'm with my family that it gets to me the most. The 49-year-old says speaking with BBC journalists will anger some within her community because of some BBC coverage of trans issues. The latest overall statistics in hate crime, which do not include Devon and Cornwall police because of an update to their recording system, shows the number of total offences rose from 41,000 blah 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 in 2013 to 145 odd thousand. But bear in mind, in that time, more laws have been passed classing more things as crime, especially hate crime. And also, the police will even tell you themselves, there's photos of the seminars and the booklets and everything they get handed. They have been told specifically you must push against hate crime. Basically, burglaries and all that sits by the by. You must go for hate crime. Go for the hate offences. Like, the police have specifically been told to do that. So, with all of those things combined, of course the numbers increased. Right? It's legal. And then it's like, oh my God, overnight, weed crime plummeted. Yeah, of course, you made it legal. Like, of course, when you change the laws, it affects crime statistics. That's literally how it works. Professor Matthew Williams, director of Cardiff University's Hate Lab, where we make hate. Artificial, synthetic hate. Nah, not for me, man. I'm old school. You know, my body is a temple. Only raw, natural hate courses through these veins. I'm on the keto diet. Only natural carnivore diet. Only natural hate for me, thank you. Warned that overall fall in statistics comes from the Home Office advising police to prioritise free speech when dealing with potential hate incidents. Yeah, that's only been in the last 6 months. I remember that update. Don't you lie, Matthew Williams. That's only been in the last 6 months because the government has realised, holy shit, a massive amount of our population are shifting to the right and they're starting to fucking hate us. Yeah, well, it's too late. By the way, that literally was why. In the last 6 months, 6 months ago, the police had a big seminar going, we need to actually start protecting human rights. Hey, I know, our actual job. Hey, we get to do our jobs again. And all that, and that was why. It's basically because the government went, oh no, this looks really, really bad. That was why. He said the downward trend is a welcome decline, but I'm still alarmed by the continued increase in crimes against the trans and religious communities, which I can only say is being fueled by political rhetoric and the fallout on social media and in the media. Now, one thing, right, I will say, in regards to the hatred against trans people, it has increased. Everyone's saying, oh, it's increased. It's increased over the last few years. Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, it has increased. Why? Why is it increased? Oh, because of the things people are posting on social media. What are people posting on social media? Oh, just hatred about trans people and all that. What kind of hatred about trans people? And then you find out, oh, it's this article where a guy molested a schoolgirl in a toilet. Yeah, a man in a dress molested a schoolgirl in a toilet. Oh, right, okay. Well, all I'm saying is, like, people say that hate is stupid, right? And hate might be stupid. A heart full of hate might be a stupid thing, right? But a heart full of hate doesn't happen for no reason. The Home Office also said that the discussion of transgender issues by politicians and the media in the last year may have led to an increase in offences or more awareness in the police identifying and recording crimes. Like I've said earlier, a spokesperson added, whilst the increase in transgender hate crime may be due to a genuine rise, the biggest driver is likely to be general improvements in police recording. Basically, make more things illegal, more things start getting reported as crimes, it starts getting recorded, it drives up the numbers. But any instance of hate crime is one too many. We expect the police to fully investigate these hateful attacks and make sure the cowards who commit them feel the full force of the law. They see the cowards, like these people, like politicians in their heads still think there's guys in the, like it was in the 80s, driving around in pickup trucks with baseball bats. We're going on a gay bashing, boys. Like that's what they think, right? They don't realise that the overwhelming majority of hate crimes that are, I'd probably say 80-90% of the hate crimes that are getting reported is because someone on Twitter replied to someone going, shut up, gay boy. That's, by the way, in Britain, that is a hate crime. Calling someone a gay boy, that is a hate crime. And that little silly thing is getting recorded in the numbers, but these politicians still think that we're running around the streets, stringing them up and hanging them by their stockings from lampposts. One day, I'm kidding on, no, that's too far. I take that back, that's too far. That's not funny. But still, that's what they believe. But anyway, I've just read that. The original hate crime strategy was introduced during the coalition government in 2012 and laid out a plan to encourage more reporting of hate crimes and to improve police response. Since then, it's been updated several times, but the Home Office has told the BBC it will not publish a new version now because it is focusing on all crimes and prioritising getting more police on the streets because they kind of realised that we're kind of ignoring the actual serious shit that police are supposed to go after because, we've got a lovely inclusive society. Where the fuck's my telly? You know, man, they're just not investigating other crimes. And basically, go out and find me a member of the public that's happy with the police. Go find me a member of the public that's happy with the government. Go find one. Right? Basically, they're realising that everybody hates them. Everybody hates the cops. Everybody hates the government. And the government are like, no, we're sorry. We care now. That's what they're trying to do. They were nudging me closer to the edge of the platform. Hate crimes against gay, lesbian and bisexual people have fallen 6% in the past year to 25,000. Dan Harry, a contestant on the UK's first gay dating show, I Kissed a Boy, was the victim of a hate crime shortly before the series started filming. A group of 3 men in their 20s threatened the 27-year-old from Coatbridge. Way, Coatbridge! North Lanarkshire, on a London Underground platform as a train approached in a homophobic attack. Oh wait, it didn't happen in Coatbridge, it happened in London. Oh well, never mind then. I bet you. Hold on. Let's play a game. Let's play a game, right? What colour were the gentlemen that that done the homophobic attack? Right? Let's have a look. I wonder what religion these boys had. Mr. Harry said the men started laughing at him after seeing him hug his friends goodbye at King's Cross Station. They eventually just started saying slurs at me, lots of horrible homophobic slurs, until eventually I noticed that they were nudging me closer and closer to the edge of the platform. It was very much a threat of, you're going to end up on the tracks, and that was really scary. I didn't know what to do. Mr. Harry says he was lucky to get to safety as the train arrived. I would have just walked away. You know, if you're in a dodgy situation where I think I might get shoved on these tracks, like, I would walk away, man. Fucking hell. Transport for London has urged anyone who experienced hate crime incidents on its network to report them to police. Most of them are still based on race. Actually, transgender's still pretty low. Religion's low. Disability, who's doing? Come on, right? I'll admit, like the other ones, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Disability, come on. Come on, man. Professor Williams' Hate Lab project uses artificial intelligence to monitor hate speech online to find out if it translates to real-world hate crimes. He said there has been a significant rise in anti-trans rhetoric across social media over the past few years. Why? It is the one category that we routinely monitor that proportionately has a greater amount of hate speech. More than, for example, when we look at anti-Muslim hate speech, anti-black hate speech, and anti-Semitic hate speech. Researchers mapped areas of the UK, particularly London, to identify where online hate speech related to race and religion rose significantly and if there was a corresponding rise in hate crime in those areas. Now the picture is emerging that is said online definitely does have a consequence on the streets, he added. Right, I want to have a look at that. I want to see this heat map. Where's the hate heat map? I want to see it. There's just going to be like... I don't know why. I just get this prediction where it's just going to be the standard heat map, and there's just going to be one town in northern England that just looks that's just encompassing everything. Just the most hateful. The village is like 4 people, and it's like one guy that generated this much hate in this area. I want to see the hate crime heat map. But yeah, the way I've described it, I've said it multiple times in the video, but I'll just hash it up. It's basically, you make more things illegal and encourage more reporting of those things, then obviously the statistics grow up. As far as people just having stuff said to them, then I don't care, it shouldn't be a crime. Someone called me gay, someone called me a troon, fucking grow up. Just grow up, right? Stop walking around thinking that everyone has to legally be nice to me. Shut up, right? Shut up. If you get assaulted or someone, you know, destroys your property or smashes your window or punches you or kicks you or anything like that, then absolutely that person should go to jail, right? Absolutely. Don't care where you're from, who you are, blah, blah, blah. That person should go to jail, right? I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely normal. But so an actual hate crime, like if someone caves your head in with a baseball bat, yeah, hate crime, I would expect that person to go to jail. If someone walks by in the street and goes, rent boy, or like something like that, no, that person shouldn't go to jail. That's dumb. That's stupid. But I'm noticing a little bit of a shift with this. The police are starting to tone down on this stuff because they've realised that it is extremely unpopular and people hate it. So we'll just have to wait and see.